Hello, my beautiful people. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening for everyone from here. How are we all doing? Today is going to be just an hour of live stream, and I just hope that once you just log in, you should just get the conversations already. Okay, I don't know what's going on these days. I am not able to add to conversations after we start. There's this plus sign that is usually there, which I could add normally if I have conversations, questions, and answers, and all of that. I could just go ahead and get it done. But no, these days, that plus sign is no longer there. So, yeah, good to have everyone. Let me see who will be my first viewer for tonight. Don't just stay at the background. When you come in, say hello. When you come in, say hello. My face is getting drier. I didn't apply anything. I just had a bath and the weather is hot. I don't want to have anything added to my face. It's hot, but it's dry. Maybe I should just write some lotion on it. Okay. Guys, are you guys scared of the topic?
Mommy.
Mm-hmm.
Mommy. Mom, baby, talk to this.
Are you guys scared of the topic of discussion,
Mommy,
guys?
baby, talk to this.
Mama, just light. I don't want to off the lights. Just lie down.
Up to now.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Mama, I'm not offing the light. Just lie down. I will not tell you that again. I mean it seriously. Just lie down.
The moon is coming.
The moon is not coming. Lie down first. Good to have you. Good to have you. Who do I have here? Yay, guys. So yesterday, during one of our streams, I said that yesterday that, okay, today is going to be serious conversation. Say hello. Don't just stay at the background, okay? Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's good to have you join. How are you doing today? Good evening from Nigeria. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Hello. Nice to have you join. Good evening. Good evening, Mama Bunny. Good evening, good evening. Good evening.
Mom, give me this sticker for you.
My goodness. My goodness. Okay, so people are scared. What's so scary about that? What's making you scared about the topic? I see that. I see that. Why are you scared? Hmm? Good evening to you, everyone. Don't just stay in the background. Just say hello. Let me know how many people I have here. You don't have to say anything. Just say hello. Just say hello. Just say hello. Smile Black. Hi. Good to have you join. You're my first what will I say, bravest You're my first bravest of them all. You're the bravest. Like, everyone has been in the background and running away. And I'm wondering why. I'm wondering why. How are you? It's good to have you join me. Good evening. How are you? Good evening. Good evening. How did your day go? Saturday night. How are you? Smile back. Thank you for liking, okay? Thank you for liking. Just came to pick something. My lips dry, my face dry. Oh, that's nice. Where are you watching from? Forgive me. I hope you didn't tell me before now. To be wrong of me not to have remembered, but yeah, it happens sometimes. Don't be offended, okay? Let me know where you're watching from. Where are you watching me from? It'd be nice to know. How is the weekend going over there? I'm a lie down and sleep. It's late. I will not tell you that again. Did you hear me? Did you hear me? Now don't sleep. And not on the pillows. The pillows are too high for your neck. Uganda. Why do I feel like you have told me this before? Ha! I'm not such a good host. Anyways, good to have you join. So why did you join? And you're not scared of the topic? You're not scared of the topic? I noticed that people just kept coming in and, running away. What's making people run away? It's a heart-to-heart conversation we're about to have. Welcome. As you're joining, guys, double tap to like the stream. Let me know where you're watching from. I'm okay. I'm good. Day was good. Busy, but we bless God. Almost, I slept today for over 4 hours. It has not happened in I cannot remember. What? For over 4 hours? I'm fine. I'm from Nigeria. I'm from Nigeria. Good to have you. Uh, the topic of discussion, right? I was asking. I said, do you know your HIV status? Do you know your HIV status? I want to type it, but I don't have space here. YouTube has removed that feature that allows me to type. I'm gonna lie down. So I want you to type it so that we can have a good conversation. Hi, Lawal. Lawali Angu. Lawali Angu. Lie down, sleep, Mama. Yeah, Nigeria. You'll have to visit Nigeria. Nigeria is a cool place. You should visit. You should visit. Honestly. So, hi, good evening, my dear. Liangu, Lawa Liangu. Welcome. So, guys, how did your day go? We'll just give 2 more minutes and then we'll start the topic proper. Before we start, I just want to let us know that this is not in any way private or what's the word now? Nosing into your personal affair or this thing. You don't have to say much. Just let's have a conversation, okay? The idea is that, especially if you're of the African descent, right? If you're from Africa, this conversation is long overdue. We should have it. We should have this conversation because it is a global issue, and particularly for us in Africa, it is becoming worrisome, right? The reason why a lot of people used to have serious challenges with checking, HIV. I know it's a big word. Once they say HIV, people get, oh my goodness, no, I'm not gonna do that. It's okay. It's okay to be scared. And let me tell you sincerely, one of the reasons why people are getting scared of getting tested is not even about the virus itself. It's not about, it's what will people say. That's the major thing that makes people not even check it. Like the ordinarily the okay, I think they make a provision for me to type now. Sorry, 1 minute, let me quickly type the question. It's going to be very short. So you were, don't be afraid of the topic. It's just for us to have a conversation. If not, why not? That's just it. It's not a serious. Thank you so much, everyone. At least John Ekanem, welcome. I thank you for joining. Buddy, what are you talking about, my darling? You did not see it. The day at my side has been fantastic. Oh, bless God. Thank God. Hi, Gloria. I hope you had a good day. Yes, I had a good Saturday. Thank you so much for joining in. Thanks for the likes, guys. If you're here and you're not yet subscribed, please kindly consider doing that. So we're discussing whether we know our HIV status or not. And I was saying, okay, this thing needs to move away so that you can see me, and I want to see you people's chats and conversations as well. 1 minute. Okay, yeah, great. So yes, we're talking about whether, I don't want to know what's your status, positive or negative. No, nobody is interested in knowing that. Okay. You should know. If you know, you have solved the issue. Okay. So I was saying that a lot of people, hey Big Judge, welcome. Thank you for joining. The most important thing, I think, what makes people get scared whenever they mention HIV. In fact, this fact that you are in a hospital and in a HIV. I remember walking into the HIV section of the hospital and I was like, which room do they used to take check HIV? And everyone's like, huh? Everybody was just, I don't understand. Oh, is it not a test? What is the problem? Why are we so like that? That will make people not want to even check themselves. The word is so heavy in the mouth that when people mention it, people start going, oh, she wants to check her HIV. It's possible she has done something. It's possible he has done something. That should not scare you. That should not scare you. Now, it's important, especially if you're from the African descent, if you're from Africa, go and check your status. It's not because you're hoping that it's going to be positive or anything, but the caretaker of my apartment started a charity where he goes to villages to help people with HIV. I'm telling you, it's a noble cause. That's so thoughtful of him. Now, the US has been a major contributor in providing vaccines, right? And some HIV and TB drugs to Africa, right? I know this because I used to work in an organization where that is all we focused on, HIV and tuberculosis, TB, right? So the US has been the major contributor of providing drugs, vaccines, and all for these two drugs I'm talking about. Yes, vaccines for TB, vaccine, African countries. It provides HIV drugs. It provides TB drugs, right? Medications, and then most of the vaccines that we take in this African continent, the major contributor has all along been US. I'm fine, my darling. Thank you. So now, US, so I'm fine, my darling. US has declared that they are going to withdraw that support from Africa. Mama, just sleep, okay? I'm busy. they have declared that they are withdrawing their support for Africa and every other place. So there would no likely be free HIV drugs. Yes, you heard that clearly. In Africa. So that would mean that if you happen to get infected or anyone you know happens to get infected, that person would have to source for their own medications. And I kid you not, those medications are very expensive. Like, and they are medications that one has to take for life. I don't know if I'm making sense. Now, these medications are for life. Like, once an individual starts taking them, that person takes them for life. It was not much of a big deal in the past because people get infected every day. In fact, it has been on an alarming increase. A lot of times, people just come down with the virus and everything, which is not as bad. But you see, not knowing your status is even worse because if people keep testing and they realize, okay, they have this virus and they start seeking help on time before it gets out of hand, because it gets to a point where the medications cannot help, right? That's talking about when it has become a full blown AIDS. If it is HIV, it's just a viral infection. It means that that virus is in the bloodstream and in the body of that individual. So what these drugs would help do is to, you know, maintain that level of viral load to a barest minimum, to reduce it to a barest minimum, to the point that once somebody is on medication, they are not as effective as when they are not, right? They will not be able to infect or spread the virus. I'm coming. Let me read. Sorry, I'm not ignoring your chat. What are you guys talking about this episode? Okay. John Ekanim, hi, welcome. Big George, welcome. Interesting question. I have never been tested and just assume I do not have it. Hey, hey, you're the people I'm looking for. Anyways, why have you not thought of maybe going to check yourself or something? Thanks so much for this. You're welcome, my darling. The caretaker of my apartment. Yeah, you said that. That's so noble of him. Thank you. Yeah, the US and any drugs and medication. Yeah. How are you? I'm good, my darling. I saw that old modeling pics of you that you made come alive, Gloria. It looked awesome. Thank you. That was a long time ago though. That was a long time ago. It's my sister. She's into, what do you call this? Anyways, that was a long time ago. It's probably a good thing that America has withdrawn. Africa is not what it used to be, where it needed the most, where it needed the rest of the world to help. Africa is more than capable, right? Yeah, I haven't been tested because I haven't been involved in any actively that could see me contract HIV. How does one cause? Yeah, that's the question. So the question is how? How does one get infected? The reason why many people don't want to go for the testing, like I was saying before, is because there's this stigmatization that, yes, we're not going to lie, okay? Over 90% of the routes where people contract that HIV is usually through sex. 90%. Now, hi Shadrach. So, because mostly people contact the virus through sexual activity, there's this stigma that anybody that has HIV probably got it through sexual activity, but that's not the case. Now, I worked in a unit whereby children get born with HIV. It's sad, but yes, I had several cases where some of these kids just grew up not knowing, but they were born with it. Now, at birth is one way that a woman can give her baby that virus, which is why if a woman is pregnant and she happens to go for, even if it is one time antenatal checkup, one of the routine's most compulsory tests she will have to take or undergo is HIV tests. Reason being that it is important to ensure that she does not give that baby that virus. So once she goes for antenatal checks, the first thing they do is to ensure that she checks herself for that virus. How are you doing today, baby? I'm fine, my darling. Welcome. Guys, you're joining, you're not liking the stream. You're not liking the stream. Excuse me. So now, keep quiet, mama. If a child is born and then they remove the baby either via CS, or that the medical team are aware of the status of the mother and they were quick and fast about it, the baby can be saved from that. That's one thing. Now another thing is that a woman who is infected and is aware and she gives birth to a baby safely and the baby is free from the virus, once she continues on her medication, she can safely breastfeed her baby for the first 5 to 6 months of life, and the baby will still not have it. But you see, once that baby passes that 6 months of life, that is if she is strictly on breast milk. If she's strictly on breast milk and she decides to um take the baby maybe 5 6 months, it's okay. After that, she's going to have to stop it and then start formula feeding the baby. On no condition will the woman say, okay, I want to be mixing formula feeding and breast milk while she's HIV positive. It's going to be dangerous on the baby. So it's either you choose. If you're going for formula, make sure you're not breastfeeding your baby. It will be 100% formula. And if you're going for breast milk, whether you're HIV positive or not, go strictly for breast milk for the first 6 months of life. No water, no nothing, no formula, nothing for the first 6 months. After which you stop completely and then you switch into formula and other things. I hope my messages are not skipping. Oh, this one everyone is quiet. You people be dropping where you're coming from, be dropping whether you know your status, be dropping why you don't know your status, why you have not checked, right? Now, another way that somebody can have this virus is via sharing of sharp objects, right? This cannot be overemphasized. We hear a lot of everybody should own his own blade in the house. Don't share razor blades. Don't share what's that word again? Um Clipper for barbing your hair. Everybody gets his own personal clipper and all that. In Africa here, a lot of people, me, I don't know, but a lot of people just go into the barbing salon and they barb their hairs with public shaving, what do you call it? Mama, sleep, please, with a public clipper. Now I know that they used to burn it, right? They'll just put a spirit and then pee, they are done. Let's not lie to ourselves. That virus, excuse me, that HIV virus, that HIV, it's the heat they are using. It's too short a time to kill that virus, right? It's too short a time to kill that virus. If somebody just stood up right now and the person happened to have a cut somehow and blood spilled from that cut onto that clipper, they will need to constantly put that heat for over a minute. In most times they don't even have time to reach a minute. A minute is just 60 seconds, but they are always in a hurry, especially when there is a lot of people outside, or seated waiting to be attended to. They are always in a hurry. They'll just put that spirit and then pew pew pew, they'll just off it and then the next person sits down. So if they are not careful and they keep cutting people, injuring people, and the blood mixes and everything, that's another way for someone to get infected. So you see, it's not by sexual activity only. A child gets born with it, and also an individual can have it via sharing of clippers, the barbing salon. Now, some of us ladies, Mama, keep quiet, please. Some of us ladies get there is this hair cutter that we use that are very sharp, iron pointed, and all that. Sometimes they push the thing into our scalp and it bleeds. If somebody has used that thing and the person bled for a while, and then you just sat down immediately and you do not know the status of that person, and the person happens to have it, let's just pray that you don't get injured by that thing, because if you get injured immediately, that virus can just jump into the person's bloodstream. You see, that's another factor. Another way that people get infected by this virus is via accidents. Sometimes accidents happen and people get injured, blood spills, people blood mixes. Sometimes you see somebody standing all bloody, but the blood is not of them. Maybe it's from other passengers, but because there's a mixing of blood all over the place, everyone will carry everyone's blood on their body. If there's a small scratch that opens and then an infected blood happens to enter that particular wound, that is another way a person can contract HIV. Another way is through blood transfusion. Via blood transfusion, if bloods are not screened, yeah, and then maybe because of emergency situations, you just say, hey, this one is my brother, no problem, or this one is my aunt, no problem, just give her, as long as it's a matching blood, no problem. Sometimes this HIV stays in the blood. If it is a new infection that is younger than 6 months, they might not be able to detect it. If a person is infected in less than 6, 7, 8 months, it might not be picked by the simple screening that we used to do just to put the strips and everything. It might not be able to pick it. So if because a blood was donated 3 weeks ago or 2 months ago and they did a HIV test on it and it happens to be negative, that does not mean that blood is completely clear of HIV. The blood will have to stay much longer, maybe 6, 7 months from that time, for the hospital or the lab to truly ascertain that, okay, this blood is free of the virus and can therefore be used. That's why sometimes if you go for HIV checks, they will tell you to come back after 3 months and check again the next 3 months, the next 3 months, to the last year. Like you do that for 4, 5 times. To understand, so that they are sure that okay, the virus is not there, because if it is there, it can stay there undetected for the next 6, 7 months. So if an individual gets transfusion in a hurry and that blood is not screened, or is screened but of course the person was just infected and everything, they will not know. By the time they donate the blood and they give the person, it will just express itself months later after the transfusion. So that is another way. I've mentioned like 5 ways now. The mother giving her baby at birth, through breastfeeding after birth, through sharing of sharp objects like the clippers that we use and our female cotton combs, through accident victims, that blood mixes and all of that, through blood transfusion. Transfusion of blood is another way through people get infected with the virus, right? Now, then via sexual intercourse, which is the most popular, right? Which is the majority of routes that people contact that virus. And unfortunately, that's the routes that people publicize the most. That's the only part some people know. Like most of you here that are talking about, um, I have never tested because I have never done anything outside that will warrant me to, know my status, or to tamper with my status and all of that. With all due respect, you can only speak for yourself. If you're not married or your partner has another partner somewhere, where that person also has another partner somewhere, it's a chain reaction, right? It's a chain reaction. You may know that, okay, you have a wife or a boyfriend or a girlfriend, that it's only that person that you know. You don't roam around. You don't, it's only that person. But you know that you're not using protection with that person. Now, that person also has another person apart from you, right? The person also has another person apart from you. Hi, Drame, longest time, welcome, right? That person also have another person. So that means it's the two of you for that person. But you only know one person. The person that your person is having something with also has another person. Hmm? Hello, my friend. How are you doing today? I'm good, my darling. Thank you. That person also have somebody. So you see that you have like five of you in that chain. You never can tell. What if one person down that chain is HIV positive and all the other chains don't used to use protection? Do you know how disastrous that is? That would mean that it keeps going. I miss you too, my love. Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been around, oh. I've been around.
Mama, I love you.
I love you too, baby.
What are you talking to?
It's not you, baby. Just lie down. So, um,
Hello guys, welcome to my channel. So,
I'll be
this
so,
is
I'll be so, I'll be
I'll
so over
kind
this
of
one.
can't snap.
Auntie, keep quiet first.
I don't do that.
Go and lie down. Go and lie down. Not on the pillow, baby. Not on the pillow. You want to go down to your bed. You want to go to your room. Okay, guys. Let me know if you're following what I'm saying. Or if you're not following, make I just go off this topic, because it's like you people are scared already. The intention was not to scare anybody, okay? The intention is to, Mama, go down. The intention is not to scare anybody. Hi, Lucito, my brother. Welcome, darling. Like the stream. Thank you, everyone. 6 amazing people. Please double tap to like the stream. Thank you. So, do you understand? As you're coming in, like the stream, tell me you're watching from so place. And then also let me know if you know your HIV status. Don't tell me positive or negative. That's not important. What I want to know is that you have tested and you are aware of your status. It's very, very important. US has been the sole supplier free drugs for TB, HIV, and majority of African vaccines. And as far as today is concerned, they have withdrawn the supply of such drugs free of charge, which will mean that anybody you know that happens to be infected by that virus going forward will have to buy their own drugs by themselves. And these are drugs not for the TB. The TB has a cure, so it can be treated. After a while, that person would not need the drug or the medication, right? But you see, for HIV, this is a drug that once an individual starts taking HIV medications, there's no going back. It's a drug that they need to take for life. And it's something that you have to sit down and put some senses into yourself. It's no longer going to be business as usual, because these medications are very, very quite expensive. Hmm? They're expensive. So if the US, which has been the sole supplier, which has been the major provider of those vaccine drugs, those medication free of charge, and now they said they are withdrawing that supply from Africa. Hi, Samudai, welcome. Longest time. Like the stream. Thank you for joining. Do you understand? If they have withdrawn their supply, they have withdrawn their support for that drugs in Africa, then we have to be very intentional about our health. You have to know your status. You have to check your status. You have to be intentional. Whenever you are having any partner, whether married or what do you call it? Be careful. Check the status. Let your partner check their status. Not that they will check and tell you, go together and do it, and make sure that you have just one person. Don't be having series of people differently and then be using not using protection. Use your protection. every time. Use condom, that's the word. Use it. Don't take your life lightly. Don't take your life for granted, because these medications are very expensive. Even if you're well to do, you have money, the wealth is there. What if you go to buy those medications and they are not available? Because now it's not every pharmacy that will be stocking that. It's not every hospital that will be stocking that. Why? Because they are expensive and they cannot afford it. So everybody will just leave it to the infected people to source for it. Africa, Nigeria, every other country may have to be ordering online, and that's going to be another extra cost, right? So, yeah, we have to be careful. Anyways, that's not it. I've just discussed some of the ways through which that virus can be um communicated, can be gotten. How can somebody get infected apart from the sexual route? Sexual route is actually the major route through which people get infected, yes, but there are other ways that people get infected with the virus. I have just discussed that in the first 15 to 20 minutes of the conversation. So question now is, do you know your HIV status? Yes or no? Lie down, mama. Do you know your status? Yes or no? Let me know in the comments whether yes or no. And somebody said no, he does not know his status because he feels he has been playing safe and he has no reason to. He just assumed. That's the language he used, the word he used. He said he just assumed that he is fine. Well, at this point, it will not be a bad idea to just try and check yourself. It will not be a bad idea. Just know your status. That's all. It's nothing. And in most places, in government hospitals, at least for Nigeria, I can say that it's free of charge. That was when US was still providing the test kits. Now that's another side of it, because that time they were providing the medication, they are providing the test kits, so you can just walk into any facility and then you'll be tested free of charge, because they make provision the test kits, they make available the medication. In fact, sometimes they go as far as getting people to train them on how to use them, so that everybody will have that medical care as far as HIV, TB, and all is concerned. But you see, now that they are withdrawing the medication, I'm almost certain that even the test kits will no longer be freely available. So even to test for that status now, you will have to pay money to get tested. I am sure eventually that's what it will turn out to be. Hi, Samurai. So you may have to pay money to get tested, which is worth it, by the way. If you ask me, it's worth it. So, yeah, the first part we talked about how a person can get infected apart from the sexual route. Mostly people say, oh, sexual active people are the ones that, should be worried about HIV. No, if you have ever had a blood transfusion, you are at risk. If you have ever had an accident where there are a lot of blood mixing in the site of accident, and you had bruises or wounds on your body, that's a risk factor. You are at risk. People get born with HIV at birth. The children that are born positive, because the mothers pushed, and probably maybe they did not know the status and time was wasted, and somehow the child get infected during labor, or sometimes when they go, sorry, my eyes are itchy, sometimes during breastfeeding. And I have told you how to prevent that from happening during breastfeeding. Okay, all right, baby. Okay. All right. Sorry, guys. Frederick, thank you. Fred, Lake Karanga, welcome. Please like the stream. Where are you watching from? Sorry, my baby girl says she has to pray. Mama, sit and pee so that you come and sleep. Oh yeah, drink water, pee. No, drink that one. You want the one in the bottle? Okay, be careful. Okay, guys. So Frederick, welcome. Fred Lake, Karanga. Which country is that? Uganda, Kenya, South Africa. Where are you watching from? Okay, so like I was saying, children get mothers give birth to children that are HIV positive, or sometimes the children get infected via breastfeeding, and I've explained how, and I've also explained how to avoid that from happening. So once a pregnant woman goes for antenatal, the first thing they do is to check her status of HIV. Once that is known, then they give her the options that she has so that the baby will not be born with it, or they will teach her how to better breastfeed the baby so that the baby does not get infected. I've explained that as well. Then another thing is that sometimes people get blood transfusion. Yes, the virus in the body sometimes stays hidden. A person, hi Benjamin, welcome. A person can test negative today and may not be exposed to all these routes that I've explained, but in the next 6-7 months it can test positive. Why? Because at the initial stage of infection, the virus is undetected, right? The virus is undetected. So the fact that somebody tests negative today does not guarantee that the person will still be negative in the next 5, 6, 7 months, even if they are not exposed to any of these routes. I don't know if you're just joining us. Let's know. Have you checked your status? Do you know your status? You don't have to tell us whether positive or negative. It's a yes or no. I know it. Congratulations. I don't know it. Why? Would like to know. Somebody said no, he does not know his status, and that is because according to him, as far as he's concerned, he has not dabbled into things. Mama, what is it? You're finishing the whole water. Give me the bottle. Cover it. Cover it. I don't want to see water on the floor. Keep the cover. Cover it. Cover it, Mama. Oh yeah, come to bed. Hi, Benjamin. Hi, Karanga. Come to bed, Mama. So, it's good that you test yourself. Mama, keep it. Cover it and keep it. Cover it first, then you keep it. Even if you keep it lying down, no problem. Just cover it. Lying down? Yeah, you can keep it lying down, no problem. Keep it like not on the floor now, auntie. Keep it on the table. On the table, Mama. Now back to bed. Back to bed, honey. Ah, God, please. I will not tell you that again. Sit down, pee. Sit down, pee. Welcome, guys. Let me know what you think. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Did it come out? Did it come out? Yes, sit down and finish up. I'm done. Sit down and finish up. Welcome, my people. How are we doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How's everyone? Okay, it's good evening from here. It's 11:48 in the night. So, yes. Do you know your status? Nobody wants to answer that question, right? You just came back now. You just came back. You have answered that question. You're about the only person that has answered that question. So that is to say that obviously a lot of people don't know their status. And then, Mama, go to bed. And then it's apart from knowing their status, people are scared, and it's understandable, right? But it ought not to be so. People are scared. Lie down. Don't lie down on the pillow. Put your head here. Head here. Uh-huh. Good night. I'll talk to you in the morning. So I have seen a lot of people come in and not say anything and go right out because of the discussion. But it's important that we have this kind of conversations. Very, very important. The assumption is that everywhere, yes, assumption is that everywhere someone says HIV, people just feel someone has to be sexually promiscuous. Yes, like you sleep around, you do things, that's the only route, or that's the only way somebody gets infected. But that's not it. I just explained the non-sexual routes, like 5 or 6 of them, right? I explained them just a while ago. I don't know if you were here or you got the discussion, but yes, there are children that are born with it. There are children that got it at breastfeeding. First question is, how do you get it? Then once that is answered, you can pretty much know if you have it. Yes, but did you hear all the ways that I've explained that people can get it? Did you hear how all the routes? Children get born with it. Like a woman can just at birth, maybe during labor, give her child or her infant, be her fetus. No, I didn't hear it. Can you repeat? You see the problem of you going off. I don't know where you went to. I was discussing, you people were off the line. Okay. I mentioned 5 to 6 other routes apart from sexual routes. Number 1 is at birth during labor. A woman can actually give her baby that because there will be a lot of mixing of blood, body fluid, and everything, right? Yes. So the baby can get infected at birth. Now, another way a small baby can also get infected is at breastfeeding. If the mother gives birth to a baby, if the mother gives birth to a baby, okay, no problem. And then before now, people used to advise that HIV positive mother must never breastfeed her baby, but that is wrong. You know why? Because even the baby's immunity needs that breast milk, especially those first few days of breast milk at birth, and then the next few days of breast milk. They are very, very important in stabilizing the immunity of the baby. So yes, what is advised medically right now is that the mother should be on medication during breastfeeding. That's one. Number 2, she should not mix feed the baby. Like, okay, she's breastfeeding and she's giving baby formula. No. Or she's breastfeeding and giving water. No. Strictly breast milk for the first 5 to 6 months of life. Only breast milk. Yes, and she should be on medication, right? And then she can successfully breastfeed her baby for the first 6 months of life and then stop completely. She should stop completely. Now, the reason is that when she mix feed the baby, it doubles or it obstructs the GIT, the digestive tract of the baby. And there could be injuries, there could be lacerations, there could be, just small peeling and all that in the GIT of the baby. If the woman's virus are available inside that breast milk, it can sneak into those small wounds or injuries that are in the digestive system. So it's best she just strictly breastfeed, because a mixing of that can injure the digestive system and would enhance transmission via breastfeeding. Mama, Tashiki Soki Hagadu. Ajeshi. Now, that is another way. So breastfeeding, strictly that one. Once it's 6 months, she should completely stop. Don't ever give that baby breast milk again. Continue formula or any other thing. No more breast milk from you, because at that point the baby has a tendency to be able to nibble or bite on your nipple and blood can come out. You don't want that, right? The percentage of the virus in the breast milk is very, very negligible. So unless there is a wound through which it can sneak in, it is safe for the baby, right? And then once the woman is on medication, she cannot infect that baby first 6 months. Oh, don't come and say you want to reach your baby to 10 months before you stop. By that time it would have been too late. You would have given the baby the virus. So no, you cannot. Once 6 months reach, like this sperm, you drop it and start your formula feeding strictly. That baby should be well. Go for your checkups normally. Hello, hi, Benga Prince, welcome. So baby is born with it and through breastfeeding. Yes, those are the two for the children now, for the small babies, right? Mama, come to bed. Don't be making me to be repeating myself. I'll deal with you. Which one is in? Oh, yeah, come and lie down. Good night. Tomorrow we'll go to church very early. You want to sleep on time, okay?
Mom, you come and then I'm scared.
Oh, sorry. I shouted your name. Sorry. All right. So you say you called my name. I'm scared. You're not serious. So another way that people, mama, just sleep, please. Another way that people get infected with this virus, that apart from the sexual method, is accident victims. Sometimes people would be involved in accidents. People will be involved in accidents, and you see somebody helping out, and all his body is covered in blood. But if you check, he will tell you, I don't have a scratch. All the blood you're seeing on my body is other people's blood, right? Now, if this person that is moving around and helping other people happens to have an open wound somewhere and it mixes with the infected blood of somebody in that car accident or whatever form of accident, and the blood mixes with an infected person, that wound will become a path for the virus to enter his body. Do you understand? That's another route through which people get infected. So if you have ever been involved in an accident the past 6 months to 1 year and you have not checked your status, you should check your status, right? If you have ever given birth and maybe vaginal and all that, and you have not checked the status of your baby and you happen to be positive, you should check that baby. If you breastfed your baby to whatever level and you're positive and you're not on medication at the time of breastfeeding, you should check your baby status. If you have ever gotten a blood transfusion, you see, another way is, yes, blood transfusion. Maybe someone is ill and then they realize that the blood level is low and there's need for transfusion, and in a hurry one family member just decided to volunteer to give, and because you feel like, oh, this one is my uncle, this one is my aunt, they tested, they will definitely screen it. They screen the blood and it happens to be negative, and then they just infuse you with the blood, transfuse the blood to you. That blood has the potential of being infected. This is why the fact that, lie down, put your head here, the fact that a blood tested negative today does not mean that it will still be negative in the next 6-7 months. That is why sometimes it is better, the older the better. If a blood has been tested for the virus, they leave the blood in the shell for maybe 5, 6, 7 months first to be sure, because sometimes if the person is newly infected with the virus, it will not be detected that early. So the fact that you test positive negative today does not mean, even if the person is kept or protected from all other routes of transmitting the virus, if after 6-7 months if there's nothing, then okay. That's why sometimes once a person goes for the virus his screening, they'll say come and check after 3 months again, check after 3 months, at least for the next 9 months they will be keeping the person 3 months to be sure, because the virus can be hidden, right, for several months before it can be detected by these our normal strips of testing. So that is why sometimes people will get transfused blood and then they'll say, but the blood was screened, the blood was tested, it was negative. Yes, that's because at that point that person was just newly infected with the virus. Even the person might not be aware that they are infected. So much later, if they go to check and it happens to be positive, that same blood that was transfused to the person also carry the same virus. So yes, we have to be intentional and we have to be careful with that. No problem, my dear Benga, I'm not shouting. Accident victims, yes, I used to work at the Australian Red Cross, and people would call about blood service. They have a rule about who cannot give blood because of what you said. Made a lot of people angry. No, 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 they should not be angry. It's a way of trying to protect everyone, right? It's a way of trying to protect everyone. These are so many things that people are not aware. That is why people are scared to go and test. Because if I go to test now, people will say me I'm promiscuous, so I don't want to go. People will think that I am dabbling into so many things. That's not it. There are so many ways of contracting this virus without having to, do other things. Anyways, even though 90% of that virus is gotten through sexual routes, yes, the small other percentage is from all these routes that we explained. What did I explain again? Breast milk, birth, transfusion, accident victims. There's another one. I don't remember. Okay, sharing of sharp objects. Most African people used to go to the barbing salon without their own private or personal what do you call it? Gloria is getting sleepy. Yeah, needles. I'm not getting sleepy. I'm just trying to remember. No, no, no. I'm not getting sleepy. I had almost 5 hours of sleep today. A massive. I've not had that in like since I gave birth to my baby. I've not had that kind of long sleep in the afternoon. 5 hours. But I had it today because for the past 2 nights I was not able to sleep well. So yeah, I had 4 plus almost 5 hours of sleep. Guys, welcome. If you're just joining, kindly like the stream. Double tap to like the stream. I don't know why we're having a lot of people coming, but we're still on 6 likes. Please double tap to like the stream and let me know where you're watching from. Okay, so we're discussing HIV status today. Yeah, it's good to know. You're looking good for someone still awake at this time. Thank you. So I was saying that sharp objects. You see the way we used to plait hair in Nigeria, our own plaiting this thing. Hi, Kalinga. Thank you, Juma. The cotton combs of the ladies sometimes are metals, irons or aluminiums that are very, very sharp, like razor cut sharp. Sometimes we get injured, we get wounded when they are plaiting us. They can mistakenly just push it a little, hard, and then it will just start bleeding. I'll go like, ouch, oh, sorry, sorry, sorry. They don't do anything. They don't put anything. All they do is, okay, they're just sorry, and then they'll continue plating. Now, if that kind of thing happened to someone not long after, you know, after you now sat down and they use that on you, it can be infected, right? It can be infected. Yes, the virus survives several hours on the surface, but after that, it loses its ability to, But yes, before then, if it is immediately, one can get infected through that. And then some people's barbing clipper, you go to clip your hair, they will cut, especially when they are doing the face, the sideburns and everything, the forehead and all. They are doing, I don't know what you people call it. By the time they are trying to do that thing for you, they can cut somebody and it bleeds sometimes. So if immediately they finish someone on and you sat down and you two got a cut from there, there's a chance of getting infected. So now basically these are the points that I've talked about. And guess what? The sexual route, sexual intercourse is the major route, and the most talked about, which is why stigmatization is higher whenever a person says that they are HIV positive, because everything that everyone knows and wants to talk about is through that sexual activity. So the next thing is, okay, when you go say, okay, I want to go and have a HIV screening, the next thing is that, oh, where have she been? What has she been doing? What has she been up to? She has been everywhere and all over the place. That's not it. That's not it. It's only you that knows if you had a blood transfusion. It's only you that knows if you had an accident. It's only you that knows a lot of things, right? So people cannot, it's only you that knows where you barb your hair. It's only you that knows where you plait your hair. Is that the most way that it happens in Africa or Nigeria, Gloria? Probably why people are isolated, yeah? Yes, that's the major route. That's like 90% of the routes how people get infected. So whenever they say how this and that and that and that, people get, the larger percentage of people that are infected by that usually through that route. So that's why when they say somebody is infected, people start looking at them, oh wow, it's like she has been to places. Oh, she's not been faithful. Oh, is that what she's been doing? Yes, that's why. That's why people get labeled badly because of that. But it's not in all cases. Mm? People should not be discouraged. People should not get scared of testing simply because of what people are saying. And you see, right now, before now, the testing used to be free in government hospitals. Like you can just, it's a walk-in program. You just walk in anytime, any day, as long as it's within the working hours. Someone can just go test for free. Like there are people, personnel in the hospital that or clinics that are responsible for that, and they will just test someone for free because the test kits are brought about by the US government free of charge in Africa. Now that they are withdrawing their medication, I am inclined to believe that they are likely going to withdraw the free test kits as well. Both the medication and the test kits, I think from now on, people will have to pay even in government hospitals to get tested because these people are serious. They mean business. So do what it takes, pay for it, get tested, and if need be, start the medication. The fact that someone tests positive today does not mean immediately they will go into medications. One can test positive today. They will call the person for evaluation. What they do during these evaluations is to test the viral load, right? There's another test the person would undergo, which will tell them the viral load at that point for a person. Yes, how much of that virus is in that person's blood. Is not at all viral load level that they put somebody on medication. They will be monitoring how the virus is multiplying, right? They will be monitoring the load of that virus. Once it gets below a certain threshold, then it calls for medication. They will advise that person, they will counsel that person, they will tell you the do's and don'ts, they will tell you how important it is to start those medications. They will tell you it's more dangerous to not continue that medication than not even start. Sometimes when before they enroll you, they will tell you it is better not to start than to start and stop. That's how bad it is. Yes, that's something that should always be free. But those kits are coming as a package together with the medications. So I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm not sure about the information, right? I didn't hear about the test kits, but I'm just thinking that since all the test kits and everything are also coming from the US and all their support with the medication, if they stop the medication, do you think they will just be sending the kits to Africa just like that? I feel like the kids will also be suspended. My thinking, I could be wrong. Sure, you understand. But that's just what I'm saying, right? So, what was I saying before then? Do you know your status, Gloria? Since you're asking the question, yes, I do know my status. That is why. Anyways, what inspired this conversation is what is happening, the withdrawal of the AIDS and everything. That's what just pumped my interest. But yes, of course, I know my status. I do know my status, even though I will soon still go and check because we are in another year. I will still go and check. It's something that should. Do you know? You say, yeah, I do. Ah, yes, yes, nah. I do know my status. So that is that. Basically, people should know. Is nothing big. People, when you go down with sickness like this, it's not a sickness you want people to come and be taking care of you, because strength will fail someone. You will not be strong, you will not be, and you don't want to get to that level. So if it is something that knowing on time can help you take care of yourself, why not? Why not? And the way people are doing it these days, they will say, I got infected, me too, I will share it for everybody. That's not how it works. That is not how it works at all. You end up suffering yourself, and this virus can be reinfected. People that are already infected can actually get reinfected. There's something they call reinfection of that virus. It's up there with, do you hmm? It's up there with, do you when rabies? Okay, I don't understand this. Do you when rabies? So I don't understand. Everyone will run. Yes, yes. You yourself, you will not want people to just come and be taking care of you, because that is when they will know your status. It's better you go and check your status. Whatever they want to think, let them think. At that point, you're fine. And then if you're not, you know how to take care of yourself. But when you allow yourself to get sick first before they will come and take care of you, my brother, my sister, they will know. And that's when they will spread it. Do you know that this person that is like this is what is doing the person? No. And these days, you don't know from people's appearance. It's before that, okay, everything about the person will just shrink and the person will lose weight and you will know. These days, their medications allow them to, look full and well fed. They have put in some vitamins, some nutrients in that medication that boosts their system. So you see them looking all plump. So you cannot tell. That's why it's dangerous. It's before now. If somebody is infected, you look at the person one or two, you can be able to tell that, oh, she has lost weight. Oh, why is her this thing like this, like this? Now, no way. The vitamins, the minerals in that thing, everything in that medication allows them to even look healthier than you. So you never can tell. Don't be deceived. Okay, is what I mean by that. I don't understand. No. Okay, okay. Yeah, everyone will run. Do you have rabies? Okay. So that's the thing. You cannot just allow people to know things about you at the wrong time, right? So you have to be on the lookout for yourself, for your family. You have to be careful. You have to be watchful. Number one, if anybody you know happens to have this virus right now, it's a lot of money to treat it, to manage it, because there's no treatment, there's no cure. There's treatment, there's management, but there's no cure. That person will keep taking that drugs for life. So imagine how much that person will have to spend. I have not done a research on how much the current price of those drugs are right now. I do not know it. Before, I used to know it because we used to have some clients that, all those well-to-do clients, even though they will come to do the screening in our government hospitals, then once they do the screening, they will just decide to be buying the drugs, on their own and be taking it outside. So that time I used to know how much they were sold. But right now, I'm no longer with that organization. I no longer do that. So thank you so much, my darling Mania. Welcome. Where are you watching from? Please like the stream, subscribe to the channel. I'm sure this is your first time. It's good to have you join, right? Why are you just joining? I have finished explaining everything. Aha, you may have to replay this video after I'm done. Anyways, it's good to have you. Where are you watching from? Thank you for joining. I love you right back, my darling. Okay, so you see why you have to be conscious, you be intentional in checking your status. Hmm? Because it's a lot of money and people are wicked these days. They'll say, I've been infected. Everybody will have to get it too. They will go about sharing it. It's not food now. You want to share it, you now go and get reinfected, and then you come down with a worse situation. Just manage yourself. It has happened, it has happened. What is the way forward? Do I have options of medications? Do I have options of treatment? Do I have options of being careful so that I don't endanger the lives of my future generation? And the beautiful thing about it, I remember that time when we were working in that facility. Okay, hi Zambia, my darling, welcome. When we were working in that facility, people that were HIV positive, we used to, what's the word now? We used to connect them for marriages. Yes, we used to connect them for marriages because somebody will come and say, okay, I'm 35. I want a girl that is maybe 27 to 30. I want someone that is fair, my height, something like that, just anybody, give me a call. We used to connect them and they get married and they give birth to children that are free of that virus. So life is made easier because they understand themselves, they help support each other in taking the medication, they help. There's a lot of pluses when you know your status on time. When you know your status on time, don't be down with sickness to the point that people will have to carry you to the hospital. They pick you to the hospital because at that point you will not be conscious to be told your status. It's them, the doctors, will be forced to tell. Why? Because you're no longer conscious. And if you're no longer conscious, yeah, the other people that carry you to the hospitals are the ones that doctor will tell your status. That is bad. That is bad. Go and know your status by yourself, for yourself. Know it. Don't be scared. Don't be afraid. Call me. Call me. Let me encourage you to go and take the tests. It's not a death sentence, but it's important that you know it. Hmm? I missed some of what you said. Could you repeat the last 30 minutes, Gloria? You see, I don't see, mind yourself. Oh. Mind yourself. Me that I'm about to say I want to say good night, self. Which one is manage 30, repeat 30 minutes? No, I'm not repeating anything. Anyway, are you manage mania of the, I don't understand. Is it married you're asking or manage? I don't understand. Is it married? What's your number, please? Why are you laughing? I will just kick you out because it's like you're out to look for trouble today. I'll just kick you out till tomorrow. We'll meet. We'll meet tomorrow. I don't have number. Just visit me on my Facebook. Let me type my Facebook. Let me type my Facebook. I do know that they have changed the pattern of this thing that I know. Now I cannot type again until I just for another 10-15 minutes, and they will now give me the option of choosing. Then I will type it. Hello, beautiful. Hi, Neil J. Welcome, my darling. How are you doing? Where are you watching from? What's your number, please? I don't have a number, but you can check me on my Facebook page. I have 2 Facebook pages, by the way. That reminds me, I have 2 videos I'm supposed to upload. Jesus, what is wrong with me? Today was a sleepy day. I just slept the entire day and I enjoyed myself, so no regrets. I had to go early to church yesterday, rather. Saturday morning, I went to church. It was supposed to be a 7 o'clock church. I did not wake up on time. My husband knew that I was supposed to go that early, right? He just woke up and said, are you not the one that say you want to go to church 7 o'clock? It's almost 7:30. I was like, what? I already found you on Facebook. I didn't get a message from you. I didn't get you like or comments of any of these videos I've posted. Which of the channels, which of the pages did you go? Is it the Coles or GC inspired? I didn't see you. I didn't see a follow from you. What's the name? Maybe it's not what I'm expecting, but I didn't see you. You didn't follow my page. No, you didn't follow the page. I didn't see you. Tell me the name first. Tell me the name. Which name? I'll drop my number. Don't worry. By the end of this January, I'll update my this thing and I'll put. I didn't see you. Don't do that. I didn't see you. I didn't see you. It's a new page, so I know the number of people that are there. Let me connect now. Be right back. Follow first. Follow. That way I can relate with you. We can talk, you know. Follow first. Then comment. And which name, by the way? Let me let me know the name you're using so that I will ascertain whether you are on my page or not. You need to pay attention to your follow. I'm paying very close attention. I'm just starting, so I know how many people are there. I know how many people are there. If there's any increase, I used to know. I know 2 people or 3 that I don't know that have connected with those pages. The 2 pages, I don't know them, but they have connected with me. So yes, I know them. But you just said you did and you did not do. In fact, I don't have your energy. You did not. You did not. You did not. You just said you did, but you did not. Don't even get me started on that. Don't let me get started on that. You need to pay attention. Which pay attention? I have paid more than needed attention on that. I have paid more than needed attention. I have paid attention. Hello, welcome. I'm kidding around. I know you. You did not go there. You did not. I know. But I did find you on Facebook. How do I know you're right? How do I know? I gave you the name. Oh, yeah, give me the name now. Give me the name. My goodness, let me give you the names. Facebook pages. Number one. JC. You even asked of the name. Number 2. This one you have to search. Yep. There you have it. Yep. These are the names. Go check it out. Follow for more. Lucito, where is Adora? She's sleeping, my darling. She has slept. She just say she wants to be holding me everywhere. I have weaned her from 1 year, 6 months. But every time she will sleep, she wants to hold breast. She wants to do this. She's very, very clingy. Let me check and send you a message. I am waiting. Let me show you my baby. She's sleeping though. See her? See her sleeping? Her hand is on me. She's always on me. She cannot sleep without holding me or, So she's always like that. So she's always like that. Check message. Just inspired. Send both messages. Let me see whether you have gotten it. And if you have checked the this inspired, you could see some of the things that I posted with the calls. My main profile is Gloria Shalangwa, and you can see some of the things. Now you owe me $50. I don't understand. Where am I getting $50 from? Do you know how much $50 is in Nigerian currency? Hmm? Do you know how much that is? $50. Oh wow. That would be five. Hey, it's much. Oh, 75,000 naira. That's like 75,000 naira for doubting you. You just went there now. It's you that should be doing something. Anyways, guys, go check those pages. Follow. Drop me your comments. I have 2 videos that I need to edit this night and upload. No much edition, sha. And upload. I'll upload them tonight. I've been at this morning, sir, because we're already on Sunday and it's after 12. 12. It's already past 12. Almost 12:30. So, yeah. Wow, she got knocked out fast. Yeah, I don't know. She has been shouting and jumping. But eventually, she said she wants to hold me. She just pulling my clothes and, I just shouted. I said she should leave me alone. And before YouTube will come and say inappropriate child, whatever. No, I said she should go and stay first. So she now say, Mommy, I want to hold you. I say, hold me. You must not remove my clothes. Just hold me. And then she slept off. Tomorrow we go to service. I want to attend double service. I have joined a unit. Okay, what about the calls? Did you check the calls? If you type the calls chat, I don't know if I have grown to that level where you can see me. I know that there are a lot of the calls, but yeah, my own the calls. I don't know what picture I have there. Maybe I don't even have a picture, but you definitely see my updates if you check. So don't hesitate, please. I will check it. I have just one phone that I'm using right now, but let me just check it now. I just don't want the volume to you didn't follow the page. You just drop a comment. I'm watching you. I want you to follow the page. I didn't see you. I didn't see you follow that page. I didn't see you follow that page. I didn't see you follow that page. Let me check for your messages. Is it part of let me see. Nope, I have not seen in the last post. Which post did you make comments? Which page did you make comments? Honestly, I didn't see it. That's not true. Did you react or you make comments? I didn't see you. Why would you say such a thing? I didn't see you. I didn't see you. Inbox. Okay. You didn't get any insight on your messaging. Okay. 4 minutes ago. You they laugh. Why are you laughing? Gloria, it's me. They following you. You didn't follow me. Dave, you're not following. Dave, you ain't following. Yet. You ain't following yet. Follower. Drop me a comment and react. to the videos. You're not following me. You're not following me. Welcome, everybody. It's good to have you. I did though. Okay, that's nice. Hi, Ronnie. Welcome. How are you doing? I'm fine, my dear Edmond. Welcome. It's good to have you. It's good morning, my darling. Thanks for joining. Guys, like the stream. As you're just joining, double tap like this. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 to like the stream. Then if you are yet to subscribe, because most of you here are new, kindly tap on the subscribe button once to subscribe to the channel. We had a very detailed conversation about HIV status, ways through which people get infected with the virus, and how to avoid it, and also why it's important to know your status. So please, do you know your status? Do you know your status? There, you got it. I got it, but I didn't see you. You said you follow. I'll check. I've checked right now. It did not show, but I will just believe you because I got your message. You know, I didn't know you with the name Dave. Well, it's either daily devotionals or something something. The other name, you see, I'm beginning to forget it. I don't like these body persons, even though I asked of the meaning. I've not really been calling the names. Body person saved your life. Okay. Guys, welcome. Thank you for joining. Like the stream, subscribe to the channel. Let me know where you're watching from. So let me know if you have checked your status. HIV status. Yes, I have checked it. Congratulations. No, I haven't checked it. Can we know why? Do you want to let us know why you haven't checked it? Why haven't you gone for a test to know your status? This would be a good year to start. This would be a good time for you to, kickstart the year. So try and check it. You know, it's not a dead sentence. Whatever you find out, if you're here, then you should double tap on Gloria's wiki thing. Double tap on my forehead, my darlings. Don't mind the double piercings. It be like say this today, you just enter this place to look for trouble. You see, since you landed here, it's from one trouble to another. You have not been straightforward since you landed. Andy is not around, so you have been causing chaos. Andy, Andy, where are you? Family, long one. Hi, sweetie pie. Hey, darling. Welcome. Call me Dave, Gloria. Okay. Hi, David. Yeah, it feels good. No problem. I hope I remember. Hope I remember. How's Ghana today? I don't remember to ask. How's your wife? How are your in-laws doing? Are you still enjoying the Ghana? Or you're getting tired of it already? How are your in-laws doing? Guys, welcome. If you're just joining, like the stream, subscribe to the channel. Let me know whether you know your HIV status. Have you checked your HIV status? Have you tested for your HIV status? Do you know it? If yes, congratulations. If no, why haven't you? I'd like to know. I'm curious, especially if you're from Africa. I'm interested in knowing why you haven't checked. If you're from this African continent, I'd like to know why you haven't. That I did what? Ah, I don't understand though. You are my supporter, I know, but today you'll be looking for my trouble. You have been looking for my trouble. Number one, you said I should repeat the last 30 minutes of all I have been saying. Eh? That one is not trouble. Number two, you said you have followed me and you have dropped me message, which was not true. It was after I posted this that you even know that I even remember the name to go and check, and then you drop a comment with a laughing emoji because you know that you have been saying things. Oh, you still like Ghana? That's cool. Just frustrated at which the speed sometimes are very slow. Speed, okay. Network speed or vehicle speed or what kind of speed? Hi, Akubu, Nasuru. Wow, what nice voice with smiling eyes. God bless you. Amen. Amen. God bless you, my darling. Welcome. How are you doing? My network had a glitch. Oh, I don't know what happened. My network just wouldn't stabilize. I want to know speed in what way? You said they are slow. Is it their network that is slow, or what is slow about them? Akubo, I would like to know where you're watching me from. Please tell me. Let me know where you're watching. Okay. Guys, sorry, my network had issues, okay? You were thinking about I was causing trouble. So like Ghana, just frustrated at which the speed sometimes are very slow. Nice voice with smiling. Yes, God bless you. Thank you. You were talking about how I was causing trouble. Wow, I have a list. A list of what? You have a list of what? I showed you a picture of me following. I followed your page the other day when you shared your Facebook. Ah, okay. Not network speed. Processes are very slow here. Okay. Like you have to be on the queue for longer, right? Processes, customer service, the way certain things are done slow. Oh, wow. Are you sure? People complain the same about the USO. Yep. Banks, banks particularly, people complain about US banks. You people can be slow here. Anyways, in Ghana, I don't know, never been to Ghana, but I believe that um maybe because of where you're coming from, you might see that everything might turn to be slow, but you manage for the next 1 year, won't you? You manage for the next 1 year. It's not long. You have spent almost 7-8 months over there, so I'm sure you can manage the remaining few months. Network is not favoring me, guys. My likes are dropping. Why are my likes dropping, guys? Come on. Why are my likes dropping? My network is bad. I'm experiencing glitches here and there. I just want to say thank you. Thank you for being a part of today's stream. It was an awesome experience talking about the HIV and people's status. If you are just joining and you're yet to like the stream, yeah, this would be a good time to double tap on your screen to like the stream, right? You manage, yeah. Oh yeah, I'll manage. Nigeria is fast, fast, fast. No delays or anything. Not in all aspects, so depends. And you know, depending on where you're coming from again, you might, and depending on different parts of Nigeria, There are places that you go, they're so efficient, they are fast. Before you realize, things are just going, and then you enter another place and they're like, oh, okay. So depending on where you are and the services you're, you know, looking for, it could be as slow as well. And then sometimes it can just beat your imagination. You'll be like, oh wow, I never knew they could be this fast. Yeah. So it's everywhere, I guess. Customer service can be frustrating sometimes, but not in all aspects. There are areas where their customer service